So I am originally from South Korea, but I was adopted when I was 13 months old, and I grew up in Oklahoma over here in the States. At the age of 13, my adopted parents, they sat down with me and they told me a little more concerning my adoption story, how they came about adopting me. They told me about how 2 months into my birth mother's pregnancy with me, she actually had a curettage abortion. It's a type of abortion where the doctor goes into the mother's womb and rips the baby apart and brings them out in pieces. At the time, they thought everything had gone well, they thought everything had gone according to plan, when in fact the abortion had failed, obviously. And a few months later, they realized that I was still alive, that I was still very much growing inside of her, and at that point, they kept me, and I was born later on October 7th, 1995. And I was placed with the Eastern Social Welfare Society, which is a foster home ministry in South Korea. And so I lived in a foster home for about 13 months before I was adopted and brought over to the States. I was a typical kid, healthy, normal, outside of I had a deformed arm, as you can probably tell. And so growing up, I struggled with a lot of just depression, self-image issues over that, over being so different. I felt inadequate, I felt lesser than other people. And when my adopted parents actually told me at 13 that my birth mom had had the abortion, that honestly took me to a deeper place, just knowing that if things had gone the way she'd wanted, or the way she had planned, that I would have died before my life had really began. And so I struggled with depression for a number of years over that, and it wasn't until I was 16 years old and I was at summer camp and I got saved, where things really changed, really turned around for me when the Lord saved me. And He just affirmed my value to Him. He affirmed the value of human life, how important it is, how we are created in His image, and that gives us value. And how then, because of the story He's given me and how He's saved me, I now have a responsibility. I now have the privilege to go and share my story of Him saving me and His work in my life with others in the pro-life movement, just to affirm the dignity and the value of human life. What is my message? Life is a gift from God that we are called to value and love and protect from the moment of conception. Be transformed by the gospel into Christians who go into this culture and engage it for the glory of God. Because if we want to see an end to abortion, it's going to take a paradigm shift that only comes through the life-changing power of the gospel.
Olá pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o tradutor, é graças a essas pessoas incríveis que eu posso estar trazendo conteúdo para vocês. E é isso aí pessoal, não se esqueçam de deixar seu like, seu comentário e até mais. Fui, grande abraço.